the final season of Lost in Space. Pretty good ending. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Lost in Space Season 3, the last season. I know it's been a long time, since this show came out because of, the pandemic and everything getting pushed back. Thank God for recaps that they have on Netflix, because I was completely lost about what happened in Season 2. But Season 2, at the end, the robots are attacking and the parents have to separate from the kids. Like, all the kids have to leave on a separate Jupiter and the parent go somewhere else. This season is only 8 episodes. The other seasons was 10 episodes. And it picks up about a year has passed, and the kids are on this planet by themselves. They thought it was going to be a couple of months, and it's a whole year with no parents. The only adult that's there is, of course, Smith, because, of course, she finds a way to survive. That's what she does. But she's not a bad person. She's there teaching the kids French. She's like a teacher, Judy is in charge. And also at the end of Season 2, they come across this ship, and Judy knows about the ship because her dad, was the captain of the ship. And, we never met her father before. But this time around, Judy knows that maybe he might be out there. And she finds him. And she has that conversation with him. And it was cool to see because, they mention it a couple of times in passing. And you can see that clearly Judy is black and the whole family is white. So it's like, okay, what happened here? And, she talks to him. And their relationship, it wasn't overpowering for the whole season. It didn't take over everything. It wasn't always about Judy and her father. He had chances to interact with the family. He had a chance to talk with Maureen again. He even had a moment with John, and it was like that moment, like, you are a hero essentially, because he was like the first astronaut to do all these different things. He was a hero, and everybody acknowledges that. And he's he missed a lot, so it was like cool seeing them get that out of the way in the early episodes when the kids were by themselves. And then you have Will, who's grown up so much, like from the previous season. He looked like a grown man right now. He's just so big. He wants to find a way to stop the robots that's looking for him. He's not just trying to run away, not just trying to get to Alpha Centauri and stuff like that. He speaks up a little bit more. He goes on adventures by himself a little bit more. The robot is still trying to protect him, but the robot listens to him a little bit more because Will knows what he wants now, this time around. Penny, I don't know what she does, honestly. She's just there sometimes. Sometimes she has a good idea, but most of the time she seems like she doesn't know what's going on. She has boy problems, but, she comes through for the family, at times, but she doesn't have, like, this specialty that you always see. The parents, they're having a hard time because they're trying to salvage, different parts from this other planet so they can make it to their kids. They don't know exactly where the kids are and everything. So they're kind of struggling. They're losing people. They got to go to the planet and take out all their electronic devices so the robots can't hear them. And then if the robots hear them, it's just like you might lose someone. So the parents are really having a hard time. And just that journey of them finding their way back to each other is exciting. That adventure on both sides, the parents and the kids. And when they finally see each other, it's real emotional because, again, we haven't seen them in a long time, but they haven't seen their kids in a year. And it's just like, we thought it was going to be bad. We wasn't sure if you were alive type thing. And it's really cool to see that. And again, you get flashbacks of Maureen and why she didn't pursue her first love. And, you see her early moments with Judy, and they have like a bonding episode essentially, where they talking through things and, they coming closer together. The same thing with Will and John, they have those moments because they haven't spent that much time with each other, over the year. Will has gotten so grown and, he's becoming his own man. So, the family has their issues in the beginning, but, when they come back together, it's like they appreciate each other more. So for last season, it didn't feel rushed. It felt like we got a a good closure to the story with Will and with Robot and everything like that, and just watching everybody go, their separate ways towards the end. So it was I wouldn't say it was like worth the wait because with everything that happened, but I'm glad we got this last season. I'm glad we got this final season, with the Robinsons, and everybody got to shine in this season, even Penny at times, But it was a cool ending. I would say that it was a strong ending. Season 3, Lost in Space. Check it out, especially if you watched the first 2 seasons. Again, only 8 episodes, easy binge. Watch it. It's on Netflix. Thank you for watching.